Good morning, friends and foes. This is Back of the Cereal Box, the pop culture podcast that celebrates the Saturdays of our youth. I am your host, the prophet of pop culture, John Pica. You can call me Johnny. And this morning, we are doing something very different to start the new year. We are going to be interviewing each other and letting you get to know us, get to know the hosts on Back of the Cereal Box. Saturday, do what you want on Saturday. Watch cartoons, ride your bike, eat whatever the heck you like. Oh yeah, we live for Saturday. We are brought to you by our awesome Cereal Box Super Friends. And that's a long list. It's growing every day. And if your name is not in lights, if your name is not up there, you can fix that situation right now by going to patreon.com/cerealboxpod, and support levels start at just $1. And when you become a Patreon supporter, you get all kinds of cool exclusives like Back Issue Breakfast Club, special bonus episodes, bonus reviews, Wednesday Night Bites, and at the $5 or more level, you will get exclusive access to the Super Saturday Magic Matinee shows. And we want to encourage you to do that. It helps us keep the lights on and improve. So with that, let's introduce our hosts. I'm Johnny Beyond, the prophet of pop culture. You can call me Johnny. And Star Wars movies and Avengers comic books and Saturday morning cartoons made me who I am today. And this show is all about celebrating the fun of the Saturday mornings of our youth. But when I was a kid, Saturday mornings meant big bowls of cereal and cartoons and comic books and kaiju movies. But we didn't have iPhones or tablets at the breakfast table on Saturday mornings. So in between cartoons, comic books, and kaiju, we were reading the back of the cereal box. That was our world. That was like our newspaper. And I had a friend recently say, I can do a maze in my head without using a pen to this very day because of the mazes that were on the back of a cereal box. And this morning, I'm going to be eating the Captain Crunch Cinnamon Crunch cereal. This is brand new on store shelves. I'm going to pour this while we introduce our other co-hosts. Please welcome all the way from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, via the magic of the interwebs. She is your emotional support Canadian, the Peppermint Princess. She is a fan of Ghostbusters and Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and all things superhero. She is the one, the only Willow Schuyler.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Willow is a little bit in the dark. It's early morning for her, and she doesn't want to wake up her husband. Is that accurate?
Pretty much, yes.
Or do I just need to buy you a ring light?
I have a ring light. That's what that glow is. It's not just my beauty, but...
Well, because your beauty is enough to light up a room. Everyone who knows Willow knows that.
I'm sorry. Should it be closer? Should I, like...
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a teeny tiny one. You know what? Okay.
I will get a new one. I will get a better one.
No, you are not going to do anything. We are going to provide that for you because we have patrons who are contributing, and you guys, we need 20 more patrons at the $1 level to buy Willow a new ring light. Also joining us from the other side of Middle Tennessee is your wife's favorite redhead. She is a cosplayer, artist, and fan of comic books and all things geek culture and retro culture. She is the one, the only Aubrey Cavett. Good morning, Aubrey.
Good morning, cereal boxers. And Johnny and Willow. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Good morning.
Good morning. So you guys, I've already shared that in my box or in my bowl is the brand new cinnamon crunch from Captain Crunch. What do you guys got this morning?
You first,
Willow?
Melanie, first.
Well, going with the Captain Crunch theme, I found the peanut butter crunch.
Oh, that's fantastic. Hey, listen, this is a big goal for me for 2024 is we are going to coordinate these cereals in the morning. I don't know how we're going to do that with you in Canada, Willow, but we're going to
I
make
will
sure
do
that
my best.
we're going to make sure that everyone is doing the same thing, even if we have to have it shipped to you, which again, help us ship Willow cereal, become a patron on Patreon. But what do you got this morning, Aubrey?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, hello, Patreons and cereal boxers, and Happy New Year's. So I am one of those people that pays attention to what the new year is holding. So honoring it with some gold for the new year, and in honor of gold, who likes gold better than dragons? And it is the year of the dragon, guys. It is the year of the dragon. I don't know who keeps track of that kind of stuff, but I found this on the box shelf with the rest of the cereal. Limited edition dragon marshmallows. Fabulous dragon, pink and green over there. Okay, for everybody who's still left over from the Barbie pad, you know. I'm still gonna be green forever. It's okay. Pink doesn't look good on me, and I'm just one of those people. But I've never tried this. Limited edition. I bought the only box that they had because all they had left was the giant boxes. So I dedicated some money to getting this giant box of cereal, and I'm going to try it for the first time. Ooh, never tried it.
So what's in our bowl? Again, I've got Captain Crunch Cinnamon Crunch. Willow's got the peanut butter Captain Crunch. And Aubrey has Lucky Charms Dragon.
Again. Yes. Oh my goodness.
But here's my question. How is it different from regular Lucky Charms?
We're about to find out. Looks like the marshmallows are kind of tie-dyed. Look at my new camera, guys. Okay, this is what I got for Christmas. I got, and it's like tie-dyed. It's like faded blue and white.
Focus.
Right? Right? I think these are supposed to be little multicolored dragons.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Yep. I can kind of see that.
Not kind of. No, I don't know.
Kind
I guess the camera's like, who am I focusing on? You or the marshmallow?
If you use your imagination just a little bit.
Oh, the blue ones turn your tongue green and blue. My tongue to turn blue from the blue one. And there's purple. Purple horseshoes in there, all that. I don't see a difference in the dragon. Oh, yes. It's the multicolored tie-dye marshmallows. That's the difference. Okay. So we got...
But does the cereal still taste like paper?
I mean, paper is a strong word.
Cardboard, then.
It tastes like Cheerios' cousin.
Well, because here's the thing. Willow and I are both enjoying one of the top 5 best cereals of all time. Captain Crunch is an absolute hit. They knock it right out of the park. Now, Willow, had you ever had the peanut butter crunch before?
No, this is the first time, and it was on sale. It was $2.49 at my grocery store.
So. Well, that is fantastic. And what do you think of it?
It's not bad, but it kind of reminds me of Corn Pops.
Okay, I can see that.
There's not like the peanut butter taste is just like very small. Like there's just a little hint of peanut butter, so it's not like overpowering of the cereal.
Well, the Captain Crunch is a malted. It is a malted corn cereal. Which I love. So, no, it's not a wheat cereal. It's a corn cereal, which is good. But here's the best thing about Captain Crunch is not only is it delicious, but the back of the cereal box is pretty epic. You got this game that you're going to play to get to the. I don't know exactly what you do, but you're going to play this game. And how many cinnamon sticks can you spot? Like I see 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, there's all these other little activities built in. These words that you find in the planks of the. Anyway, lots of fun. Willow, do you have anything on the back of yours, or is it in French?
It's in French.
Boo.
Yeah, nothing.
And
Absolutely
Aubrey,
nothing.
anything cool on the back of the Lucky Charms cereal box?
They took advantage of the giant size to give us a lovely. It's lovely. It's a lovely little game. Look at that. And with my new camera, look at how much you can see, guys. Ooh. That's like almost everything. Don't look at the cheating thing on the bottom that gives it away, apparently. But look at that. It's kind of reversed for you guys, but we'll figure that out in the future. That's really cool, though. I love that. The full game.
Although there is a coupon for free cereal bars, so that makes the Ukrainian person and me very happy.
Well, that is fantastic. So, Captain Crunch is one of my top 5 of all time. And I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So, I had to go out and get the Cinnamon Captain Crunch. This is brand new. Just hit the market. And I saw it, and it's really good. The cinnamon is very faint. It like the peanut butter. I mean, the overall taste is the malted corn Captain Crunch classic flavor, but with just enough of a cinnamon touch to make it different. And you know what is surprising me, Willow, is how long it stays crispy. I thought for some reason Captain Crunch got soggy really quick, but it stays really crisp.
Yeah, like usually it does get a little soggy, but yeah, there is still a little bit of crunchiness to this as well.
We have a bunch of comments this morning.
Yes,
so
we do.
We're going to go to audience comments, and audience comments are brought to you by the Tales of the Decoverse series, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Check that out. And let's see what we got here. We've got Dave Mattingly checking in, saying, good morning, Box Tops. And I will be seeing Dave Mattingly tomorrow afternoon because he's getting married.
That's right. Congratulations.
Yeah. So I am going to the wedding in Bardstown, Kentucky. And nice. Super excited about that. Congratulations, Dave. And Dave adds, good morning, Prophet of Pop Culture, emotional support Canadian, and my wife's favorite redhead. And Carl Witzman says, Willow! And hey, Johnny and Aubrey, too.
That's okay. We don't mind being side characters for Willow. Well, I mean, I don't.
My biggest fan.
Yeah, so Carl is Willow's biggest fan. I'm pretty sure Carl has a pretty deep crush on you, Willow. I think Donna does, too.
See, and here's the thing. Like, I'm not a real redhead, so he should like Aubrey more.
Natural. What's that anymore?
And let's see. Deep Seer Mood says, good morning.
My friend. Oh. One of my favorite people. You want to talk about fangirling? That one right there. I fangirled over here for years.
And Dave Mattingly is falling in line with us. He's eating the brand new apple strawberry Cheerios.
I almost got those, Dave. I'm not gonna lie. I have to
Dave-
try those next. Those and the blueberry.
Yeah. So do they have a blueberry Cheerios? I will try that. So I am not a strawberry fan. I don't like strawberries. I don't like things that are flavored like strawberry. So Dave, I'm going to pass on the apple strawberry Cheerios. He did send me the picture of them and said, hey, these are pretty good, but I'm going to pass because I don't like strawberry flavored stuff. But if there's a blueberry Cheerios, that I will definitely check out. And Deep Seer Moo says, love you, lady. And we got Purdy Cat in the Box with good morning. Do you know who that is, Aubrey?
I do. Hi, Purdy Cat. How you doing? You're up really early.
And Dave Mattingly says, they're always dragging me Lucky Charms. Get it? Dragon. And
Woo.
Deep Seer Moo says, okay, now I want cereal. Go get you some.
I know, right?
That's our thing, is we eat cereal. We talk about the fun of the Saturdays of our youth, and we do it, well, Willow and I in our pajamas, but Aubrey completely denies that concept. And Purdy Cat says Captain Crunch does slap. Yes, it does. And you know what? All of a sudden, we're getting some weird comments from Twitch, Aubrey. Like, not dirty stuff, but people want to sell us stuff. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And Deep Seer says, okay, cinnamon toast achieved. Excellent.
Yay.
And Carl must be leaving us already. Says, have a great day, everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Andrew Milden is here for our first show of 2024. Hi, Boxheads. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Andrew.
And Purdy Cat says, Rice Krispies here. Hey, cereal bars. I think someone just had like an ADHD moment. A squirrel. And Tracy St. Young says, as a kid, I won an Atari from a box of Captain Crunch peanut butter cereal.
Whoa,
listen.
That is so epic.
Whoa.
That is epic.
So on our Facebook page, there is a post that I made just a couple of weeks ago. I reposted it from 2 or 3 years ago. The promotion for that Atari on the back of Captain Crunch, I posted it as an image on our page. I remember as a kid trying to win it. I ate so many boxes of Captain Crunch. I've never known anyone who won it. So Tracy, that's epic. One. The second question is, do you still have that Atari?
Oh,
because
that's a good question.
That Atari would be considered a cereal box premium,
like a special.
And it's special, and it's worth a lot more.
That would be so cool.
Remember when? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Willow.
Remember when Kool-Aid and Pepsi had you collect points to win stuff or to buy stuff?
Yeah,
I miss those days.
Right.
I want my jet.
Well, so you know the story behind that,
Yeah,
right?
I do. There's I believe it's on Netflix. The whole
special on that whole current.
Yeah. There was never a jet. They didn't expect anyone to actually go through the trouble to do it.
Nope. Nobody was going to try.
But he did, and he won it, and he wanted his jet, by God. Anyway, Purdy Cat says, congratulations, Dave. Andrew Milden says, Dave's off the market, ladies.
I know, right? It's a lucky lady.
And Deep Seer says, that sounds awesome. And Dave Mattingly says, there's also a brand new bunch of blueberry banana Cheerios. Okay. So, banana. I'm not a fan of banana flavor either.
Everything with the flavor of blueberry tastes weird, though.
Depends on the blueberry they use. They have wild blueberry flavor, and then there's like blueberry, right? Like in things, you'll taste stuff and it'll say wild blueberry, like it's a different blueberry, mountain blueberry.
I love blueberry flavor, real or artificial. It doesn't matter to me. But and I love bananas. I can eat bananas all day long, but I don't like bananas cooked in things. Oh my gosh, Willow is in the light.
Sorry.
See ya.
I love it.
My ring light is slowly dying.
I love
The
it.
charge doesn't last long on them.
But I don't like artificial banana flavor either. So Cartoon Commotion says, hiya, homies. What's happening?
Hey, Cade.
And he also says, Aubrey usually brings the cosplay, so that's cool that she doesn't do her pajamas. And Dave Mattingly says, how Johnny got into my pajamas, I'll never know.
Okay, boys. Okay. We can get married.
George Bueller is here, the fanatic himself. Good morning, campers. And Purdy says, hi, Mom, LOL. Wait, who's Mom? Is that you?
Not me.
Is Purdy Cat one of your children? For real?
Yes. Purdy Cat is my middle child. So her hubby is in the music industry and they do weird hours. So sometimes she can get up in the morning and message me, and this is her first time here. So, hi, honey. My adult child is saying hello.
Awesome. I love that. I'm going to pour some more Captain Crunch because this is delicious.
So this is the episode where we learn things about people. So, yes, everybody, I am technically not married. I am engaged, but I do have 3 adult children that somehow survived. I don't know. It's a mystery, to be honest with you. But
children are incredibly resilient. You should know this.
So that's my middle kid. So hi, my ginger girl. How you doing? She's with the grandbaby, probably up with him making his loud noise like he's got his daddy's voice over there. So
awesome. Well, Dave Mattingly just revealed something that Tracy St. Young will become Tracy Mattingly tomorrow.
Oh, I had a feeling. Nice to meet you.
That's fantastic.
And Mr. Mattingly.
Kate Hawkins from Cartoon Commotion says, game consoles from Serial. Certainly, those were better times. What else must we say to prove this? Mm-hmm. You know, I'm right there with you. Right there with you. And Purdy Cat says, ooh, definitely a memory of time passed down to kids and all. What? Who? Huh?
I think the show. I think what she means is our whole thing that we have.
Gotcha. And Tracy says, sadly, I do not still have the Atari I won. That is very sad. Chris Vaglio is joining us from Chris and Amanda's Song Swap Showdown. One of the best podcasts that you can listen to. Good morning, Breakfast Bandits. And Chris also says, congrats, Dave Mattingly. Truthfully, guys, if you are not listening to Song Swap Showdown, they broadcast live on Monday mornings. But you can listen to it and replay on Apple, Spotify, watch the video on YouTube later on or Facebook. It is the best way to start your week. Trust me on this. And Purdy Cat says, let there be light, Willow. And Ryan Permission joins us and says, hey, you guys, Happy New Year.
Yes.
Aubrey made a Die Hard cosplay in 2 minutes. That's commitment. And question for Aubrey. Have you seen Smallville? If so, what are your thoughts on the series?
Ooh. I saw Smallville when it came out, when it was still coming out with live episodes. Maybe we'll talk about it more on a different episode of a podcast. There's a lot to unpack there, but I will say they picked some amazing actors. Mm-hmm. And I have a few information about that too. We want to talk about that later.
So he didn't ask, but I'm going to share. Smallville was my favorite show for a
Oh,
long time.
oh, really?
Yeah, it was must-see TV in our house. The whole family would watch it together. My wife had a crush on Tom Welling. Surprise, surprise.
No surprise. No surprise.
But it's okay because I thought Kristen Crook was one of the most beautiful women on the planet.
There you go. Eye candy for all.
Yeah. So Willow, did you watch Smallville?
Some episodes here and there. With moving out of my foster home and life in general, just became a giant mess around that time. So,
it's a really great take on the classic Superman lore. I highly recommend it. You can find it on different streaming services and you can buy it on Blu-ray DVD. I highly recommend it. Now, unfortunately though, Ryan Permisson is watching season 5 right now, which was one of the worst seasons. It had started to lose some gas by then, but it's still a great show.
It is.
And Chris Vaglio says the first show of the year is this Monday. Thank you, Johnny. And Cartoon Commotion saying Superman not being able to fly is kind of a deal breaker for me, Ryan. No, Cade, it's not about Superman. It's about how Clark Kent goes through this journey to eventually become Superman. And it's a phenomenal story. And Drew says, I love Smallville as well. And Cartoon Commotion says, my favorite Superman besides the animated series was Lois and Clark.
Ooh.
Golly, now it's become a story about a show about Smallville.
Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling have a podcast where they watch the episodes of Smallville. I listen to podcasts a lot.
Do you have you checked out the podcast I recommended, Y-Files?
Not yet.
Oh my God, Willow!
But I have been listening to what is it, Last Podcast on the Left or something like that, which delves into a lot of like true crime and lots of weird stories. It took a little bit for me to like them because some of the stuff that they talk about, like especially when it comes to true crime, it took me some time to get used to their humor because it almost seems very displaced or like almost to the point where it's almost rude for them to be laughing about certain situations. But I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I laugh at weird situations too. So everyone
out there, listen. There are 4 podcasts that I listen to on a regular basis besides our own. And I listen to every single episode that we do. Even though I'm on the show, I want to hear how it went and get one extra play. But the Y-Files, unbelievably good. You got to check it out. And if you can watch it on YouTube or Facebook, watch the video. Unbelievable. 2, Song Swap Showdown with Chris and Amanda. 3, Rebel Force Radio. If you are into Star Wars, it is the #1 Star Wars podcast on the internet. They average 50,000 listeners per episode. And everything I learned from broadcasting, I learned from the host, Jason Swank, who is a good friend of mine, former student. And a lot of what we do, I learned from him. And then the 4th one is Gateway Gamers. If you are into board games, but you don't know where to start, or you want to be introduced to something brand new, Gateway Gamers is a fantastic podcast. The 2 hosts are really down to earth and really relatable. And I love it, love it, love it. But you know what time it is? It is time for my favorite part of the show. It is time for us to reach into the cereal box and pull out the prize from the cereal box, because when I was a kid, Saturday mornings, that was a big part of it. You reached into the box, you pulled out the prize, and sometimes there were epic prizes, sometimes there were lame prizes, and I did a Christmas loot episode. If you guys missed it, I did a bonus episode just on the stuff that I got for Christmas. This came 2 days after Christmas. Are you guys ready for this? Willow, you are about to lose your stuff. Because check this out.
Oh.
This is...
It's upside down.
The Ghostbusters Mego collaboration 4-pack, all 4 of the figures, cloth costumes, 8 inches, fully articulated.
Word.
I've not taken them out of the box, but here's just to give you an idea, of the articulation. Fantastic head sculpts, and apparently Mego and Hasbro worked together to get these right. Now, this was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and it was originally like close to $100. But after Christmas, right around Christmas, they did a clearance, $19.99.
Oh my God! I'm gonna have to go to Toys R Us.
Well, it's not available in stores.
Oh.
It's only available on Hasbro Pulse, and now they're sold out.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah. Now they still do have on clearance for $13.99 the G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow 2-pack. There's still a few of those left, but these are so cool. You guys know I've been showing off Megos a lot over the last year. They came back. They were the toy of my youth. Before Star Wars figures, we had Mego action figures, 8-inch, fully articulated, cloth costumes. So I was obsessed with Megos as a kid. I've become obsessed with them again as an adult. And Ghostbusters is my favorite comedy, I think, of all time. It is what I consider a perfect movie. And when I saw this set came out, I was like salivating, but it was more than I could afford until this week when I got it on clearance. So, dun, dun, dun. Now you can probably find them on eBay for a couple $100 now.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
But Willow, do you got any prize from the cereal box that you want to show off?
Well, I got a bunch of gift cards, so yay for
I love
being
gift
an
cards.
Amazonaholic, and now it's time to go shopping on Amazon. I got prescribed medication, so that's my new loot for this week.
But you're feeling much better now.
I'm feeling much better, and I can sleep without waking up in immense pain.
Aubrey, any prize from the cereal box this morning?
I do. I have a little bitty thing that I got at the last convention. I actually have.
I see Spock.
It is Spock. I am a Star Wars, Star Trek also fan, all of the above. And this is Spock on a Sugar Smack box. Sugar Smacks.
Is that a magnet or a pin?
It is a magnet.
A refrigerator magnet.
It
I
is
love
another
it.
refrigerator magnet. I had the Fruit Brute in this one because, I can't find the Fruit Brute very often. And I have never, ever seen this one in person. And I'm a Spock fan. Okay. Even that cute little song he made about
Bilbo Baggins. Oh
yes.
My God.
Even that song. I kid you not, Leonard Nimoy. I wish I could shake his hand. Anyway, so yeah, that. Oh, and I have one more thing. Hold on. I do have one more thing. I don't know if any watchers remember, but sometimes I come up on screen and I have a crocheted item. And so part of my loot, I am wearing, this is a crocheted butterfly top that Rissaru Creations makes. It can be tailored to your size, and it just ties. It ties in the back, so you can order all different sizes and shapes for the bigger girls. Willow and I, we can order, and then you can get smaller ones, and it is adjustable. And I have a second piece. This one I didn't decide to wear today because it's a little warmer today here, with all the heaters on. But this has got a skulls woven into it. If you can see those.
Oh, cool.
The straps are made of skulls, and so are pieces of the arms. So is that circle in the middle?
So that circle in the middle, even though those are skulls, the way that they are patterned looks like the Imperial symbol from Star Wars.
Yes.
It does a little bit. It does a little bit. So, and this
that.
is an actual crocheted top. So yes. So that's my new loot is handmade items in a little spot magnet, because I'm a different kind of dork.
That is fantastic. So Chris,
all the way this year, guys.
That is fantastic. Hey, and your mic's getting pulled away from your mouth, just FYI. Aubrey got a new mic. We've been working on improving Aubrey's sound, and we made a huge improvement this week, but the cord is super short. And it keeps getting pulled away from her face.
So I got to go closer.
Yeah, Chris Vaglio says, I love Rebel Force Radio. And Andrew Milden says, new loot. Dave Mattingly says, who you going to call? Cartoon Commotion says, dude, Mego Ghostbusters? Yes. And it's Mego. You know what? I grew up pronouncing it Mego. And I only learned, like, as an adult 2 years ago that it's pronounced Mego. But Lego, Lego is pronounced Lego. So why would Mego not be Mego? Like mega, Mego, not Mego, Mego. You know what?
Because
I'm going to refuse.
Lego from another country, not ours.
I think it's German, but you know what? I'm gonna completely reject the modern pronunciation, and I'm gonna call it Mego. They are Megos. Anyway, yeah. So yes, Mego Ghostbusters, and Chris Vaglio says that's so cool, Johnny. What's going on, Aubrey? Did we break Aubrey again?
The Mego potato at this point. Somebody tell us how to pronounce it.
I know it's pronounced Mego, but that's phonetically incorrect. It should be Mego, because that's what I've always believed it to be. Cartoon Commotion says Snake Eyes is the best. Is that a Mego too, Johnny? Yes. There's a 2-pack at Hasbro Pulse with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow together. And Cartoon Commotion says, not wrong, Johnny. Ghostbusters Mego first eBay listing is $115. That's only a few dollars over the initial retail price, but yeah. Someone bought it for $19.99 and they're listing it at $115. And Cartoon Commotion says, I think I'd rather get the real Ghostbusters Mego, but that's just me. You know, I dig the Toon themed toys. Yes, I do. But the original is the movie, and to have the movie 4 is amazing. Yeah, see, Dave Mattingly says Mego sounds like amigo, and Pretty Cat says, I don't know. I know, right? Mego versus Lego is just dumb. See, Pretty Cat agrees.
They're Dutch.
Mego.
Johnny
Lego
is agreeing with my kid.
From
I'll never hear the end of it.
Lego is from Denmark. We're not supposed to. It's not supposed to make sense
Lego.
until you're putting it all together.
Mego. We're starting a revolution. And Cartoon Commotion says, "Oh, the Snake Eyes. It's the Snake Eyes Storm Shadow 2-pack is only $14.99 on Hasbro Pulse right now." That's right. It's on my list to take care of this week because I just got a bonus at work. So anyway, yay!
And,
All right.
and the way I look at it, Lego has given us what it's like to put IKEA furniture together.
So, okay. So
Facts.
So when I was a kid, Willow, Mego, the action figures, they had license for everything. They did DC heroes, they did Marvel superheroes, Planet of the Apes, Star Trek, they did Dukes of Hazzard, Chips, Charlie's Angels. They did every property. Mego in the 70s, what Lego is today, because Lego has all of those different properties and IPs that they license. So Lego is the Mego of today. See how that works? See how that rhymes? That's what I'm telling you. Mego. All right, so you all, our next segment, I'm very excited about this. We are doing a brand new, to start the year right, Meet the Hosts segment. And this is brought to you by our great friends at, where is the card? Uh-oh, did I not load the card? No! Hold on, I can remedy this. This is brought to you by our great friends at Poddex, and Poddex is the best way to conduct an interview, especially for podcasters. They give you a deck of cards that has predetermined questions on them, and you just draw them at random and let your guest or your co-host answer. And you can get your own Poddex at poddex.com and use our promo code SerialBoxPodcast to get a discount. And that helps us out a little bit as well. Aubrey, are you frozen?
No, I was getting a message and saying hi to somebody who said they were going to watch.
Oh, excellent.
Hello.
For a minute there, I thought you were catatonic. So
She's
I've
receiving the messages through telekinesis.
I picked up. I took about half the deck, and so I'm gonna draw some cards at random. These are for Willow and Aubrey, and also for me. But you guys in the audience, you guys can post your questions as well, and we may or may not answer them. We may or may not get to them, but you can participate. So, first question for everybody on the panel in the virtual rec room: who is your favorite hero of fiction? Willow, you go first. It could be
favorite hero of fiction. I would have to say the X-Men.
Okay,
I know it's all. They're all. Honestly, it's kind of hard to pick my favorite hero, but I grew up watching all kinds of superheroes, so X-Men seems to be like the one superhero group that called to me growing up, because it's all like the majority of superheroes that I've watched are all had surrogate families, which really called to me because growing up in foster care. All
right, awesome. Aubrey, who is your favorite hero from fiction?
Okay. So Johnny, I'm going to put Johnny on the spot here and right now because Johnny on the spot, literally, that just works. Okay. So Johnny said we were going to do this. And I'm like, wait, what? No. I was ready for G.I. Joe. What's going on here? Who's switching it up, man? Okay. So these are hard questions for me. Yeah, you, Johnny. So these are hard questions for me. I kid you not. But like books, movies, comics, like where do we pick the character from?
Any fictional source. It doesn't matter.
But like
The
favorite?
one-
Like
yeah.
favorite? Like
And it could be
Of
just
all the
favorite today.
characters?
It could be favorite at this moment.
of anything? Well, I don't know, man. Okay. No. I don't
What was the character that spoke to you the most?
Yeah, but what point in our lives, Like when I was a little girl, Rainbow Bright. Okay? Right off the bat. All right. But then as a teenager, Nancy Drew? And then like as an adult, the Lilu from Fifth Element, like through my stages of life, they've always changed. So it's like now it's kind of Poison Ivy. Like I'm inspired,
Well,
But
and
so it's-
Purdy Cat just said if you don't say Poison Ivy with how much you cosplay her.
This is why your kids shouldn't follow you.
I kind of like having the kids, call you out though.
Get called out by my kids alive. Like
So this is going to surprise you guys. Maybe not, because everyone's expecting me to say a superhero character. My favorite hero of fiction is a mythological character. And I am completely obsessed with two. But if I have to pick one, I'm going to go with my latest obsession. And that is Su Wong Kong, the Monkey King from Chinese mythology.
the Monkey King. They've had some great movies from him too.
Oh yeah, I watch all of them. And they're mostly very bad, but I watch them all because I'm obsessed with the Monkey King. After the Monkey King, it's probably Robin Hood. Yeah. So, and by the way, all of you Robin Hood or Hawkeye fans or Green Arrow fans, this last night's episode of Monarch: Legacy of Monsters will make you very happy.
Ooh.
That's all I'm going to say.
No spoilers, but yeah.
All right. So we have a question from the audience that Drew Milden says. Question: what is one thing that you've changed your mind about recently? And this is a question from the Poddex deck. He's got his own deck, so he drew one for us. What is something that you've changed your mind about recently?
Okay, define, Andrew. You got to define recent. Can we define recent? So, do we need a definition of recent? I
would
do.
say within the last 12 months.
Oh, okay. So 2023.
Mm-hmm.
What did we learn? Change our mind about in 2023. Okay. All right, give me a second. No, don't make me go first.
I changed my mind. My mantra has always been that there's no such thing as a trash movie or hot garbage. I kind of changed my mind about that a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw Aquaman 2. Yahtzee! All right. Willow, have you changed your mind about anything recently?
What to buy on Amazon? That's pretty much the real. Well, okay. Okay. Having to change my current lifestyle, I guess that I have to add more exercises. So I normally don't like making New Year's resolutions, but considering what's been happening with my body the last little while, I'm going to have to get off my lazy butt and start exercising a little bit more.
All right. So she's changed her attitude about exercise. Willow,
Okay.
Aubrey,
Oh,
if there's nothing, then that's fine.
no, actually, so we're telling things on ourselves apparently in this episode because Johnny wanted us to.
Well,
That's all I
I
gotta say
wanted
about
our
that.
audience get
Anyway,
to know us a little bit better.
So hi. So I am a person who loves cosplay, and at the beginning of 2023, I actually said I was going to stop cosplaying.
And you obviously changed your mind because you did
Well,
an epic.
Johnny, this actually, you and this podcast are the reason why I changed my mind. I was going to stop because it's money that I don't have and I always invest, and it's it's hard. It's hard once you're an adult and you're older.
The cosplay is cheaper that way.
And so it's kind of renewed my passion, honestly. I was going to throw in the towel. I was like, this is the last year. I'm going to throw it in, and now I am determined. I've even changed my Instagram actually handle recently. I said goodbye to my old handle, Dawning Eben K. That was in honor of my dead siblings, and I decided to devote my energy into being better and doing better. So I redevoted once we got this podcast, and I've changed it to Miss Kindred Ivy is now my handle on Instagram, and I am renewing it. I am determined to be one of the oldest Ivy cosplayers alive. I'm going to continue to do my versions and different versions and weirder versions and unusual versions and my ability to cosplay until I can no longer do it.
I need to introduce you to my friend in Portland, Tennessee, who is 54 and doing a slammin' Poison Ivy cosplay.
Oh, yes, please connect me.
Yeah, I will. All right, let's see. Another question. And this comes from Ryan Permisson, who asks, where'd it go? What is a superpower you would all want to have? And that is one of the questions in my deck.
All of us?
Yeah, the three of us. So he wants to know, what is a superpower that you would like to have? And I also know he got this from his Poddex deck because he is sponsored by Poddex as well. You can tell who the podcasters are in our audience by the questions they're asking. So I'll go first. If I could have a superpower, it would be the superpower of teleportation. Instantaneous point-to-point teleportation, no question. I hate driving. I hate flying. I hate wasting time traveling. I want to be there right now. And Aubrey knows how irritated I get with traffic. She was in the car with me on a con trip recently.
Oh my gosh, that was the worst. That was such a bad car pileup. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. Next because usually I go last. It's the easy one for me. I would actually want to be able to read people's minds for real. Because, I used to think no with like Xavier from X-Men. I was like, no, I'll go crazy. But the truth is that I'm so much of one of those open emotional people, and I can read vibes, but I can never be for certain what's going on. And I would just like to be like, oh no, that's what's really going on, so I could just move on with the rest of my day instead of be like, is that what they really thought?
So are you a little bit paranoid? Are you a little bit of an overthinker?
A little bit, Johnny.
Okay.
A little bit. No, that's my thing for 2024 is I'm learning to not overthink as much.
Willow?
Considering how klutzy I am and I always find a way to hurt myself, can I be impervious to pain?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Invulnerability. Love it. All right, so I've got the next one. Who would play you in a movie? and we had a pre-show discussion about this. Who would play you in a movie? Willow, who would you want to play you in a movie?
Christina Ricci.
Okay. Yep. Aubrey.
Okay, I'm looking up the actress's name because I get accused of looking like her all the time. So I thought it would be fun to say that she should play me. Her name is Kirsten Vagness. She plays Penelope Garcia on Criminal Minds.
Okay, yeah, I can
And
see
I have
that.
been perpetually accused of looking like you, madam. So please, if I ever have an audacious story or boring or whatever, please play me because I always get accused of being you. So that would totally work out.
I love that. I love that. For me, I would want Johnny Depp to play me in a movie. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like with some of those pictures that you posted of the AI, that would work out. I saw those and I'm like, yeah, that would work. That would work. Especially now, especially him now. Like, I feel like that would line up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So here's one. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? The best piece of advice you've ever been given. Dun, dun, dun.
No is a complete sentence.
Ooh, that's a good one, Willow. That's a good one. Aubrey?
Straight from Jane Fonda.
Okay, so this advice has to be given to you by somebody, not like a storybook thing, right? It came from a story.
No.
Okay. Well, if it could be
story.
from a fictional character, not directly to me, I will say that my favorite one would have to be that tomorrow is new with no mistakes in it. It's a line from Anne of Green Gables. And as a kid, I took that as advice. And I think that helped me survive a lot of rough years. So I like that one.
So you guys have heard me talk about some of the people I've studied with and studied under in my youth. One of my mentors was the late great comedian Red Fox, played Fred Sanford on Sanford and Son.
Mm-hmm.
He told me, kid, you're nothing in this business until someone's trying to tear you down. And it just proved the point to me that you should never get upset about having haters or having people who are trying to, destroy you, because it just means that you've actually accomplished something that they're jealous of and you are doing something worthwhile. Otherwise, no one would care. So you're nothing in this business until someone's trying to tear you down, by Red Fox. We got some we got some questions here from the audience.
Ooh,
so so Dave Mattingly says, actually changed my mind about recently. Love.
Oh, that's so sweet. I hope your lady saw that message. That was amazing.
And that's why he's getting married tomorrow. Okay, Ryan Permisson asks, a movie that you hated but came to later love. I have so many like that. And I'm kind of in the middle of going through that process with a movie right now that I hate, and I can't remember which one it is, but I absolutely hated Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The first time I watched it. Couldn't stand it.
That's good though.
Well, it is a great movie. It's a masterpiece. Now it's one of my favorite, but it took me 5 times before I really thought it was the best ever. And that's how I am. If there's a movie that I really loathe, but everybody else around me says, oh, this is great, I'll watch it again and again. I did that with Inglourious Bastards. I did that with Napoleon Dynamite. There are a lot of movies that I watch for the first time and I'm just like, oh, this is just dreadful and horrible. And I'll watch it again and, maybe change my mind about it. Willow?
I honestly can't think of anything right now. See, okay, I'm not a huge fan of Leonardo DiCaprio, but the problem is I like a lot of his movies. So
Okay.
that's hard to say what movie I hated and ended up liking because I don't know. A lot of times, if I hate a movie, there's a good reason for it.
All right. Aubrey? Getting to know you. Getting to know all about
Johnny, stop
you.
singing. You're distracting me. Now I'm thinking about The King and I don't hate that movie. Now I don't remember. That's really hard because if I don't like a movie, I'll just walk out or not watch it. Oh gosh. Okay. I guess I'm not a car girl, so I guess if I gotta go with a movie that I'm gonna like automatically be like, I didn't really love at first, but I watched again and I didn't hate it the next time. Fast and the Furious. I'm not a car girl. So okay, like when a guy comes in, they got this, a impressive car. It's supposed to be impressive, right? I have a friend who's female who like loves cars. She sees a muscle car and she's like, "Ooh, who's that?" Like, and I'm like, "What? What? No, I have no idea."
You want an impressive car movie, and I think my husband will agree with me on this. Watch the original Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I've seen it way back, but I didn't.
It is has one of the best, and I'm sorry for those of you who like the Bullet, but it has one of the best car chases.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay. I love an antique car. I love an antique car. I see one of those, I'll rubberneck it. But any other car past like 1970s, I'm like,
yeah,
it's a car. It does have wheels, AC, a radio. If it doesn't have a radio, then my interest is completely gone. Like, you don't have sound, we've got a problem. Johnny knows that from our trip.
My car has no sound.
Oh my God, my ADHD went crazy.
All right, so we got some more questions from the audience. Dave Mattingly says, "What is a fear that you have overcome or are overcoming?"
Okay, I can do that one first. I don't usually do question first, but this right now. Hi, what we're doing right now. This is the fear that I had until I started the podcast, and I was like, Johnny was like, "You want to do this?" And I went, okay, let me think about it. Okay, yes. It's like, I'm scared of heights. So when someone says, "You want to go on a ride?" and it goes up, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to make myself try something I'm scared of. So hi, I'm scared, and I'm less scared than I used to be. And I'm overcoming the fear of being on camera.
But she still does overthink everything. Anyway, Willow, what's a fear you have overcome?
I have a fear of heights, but it seems like every time I'm working, I have to climb a ladder. So, like it's not like it's not one of those crippling fear of heights that I have, but I will never. I can't do wall climbing.
No Spider-Man for you.
No.
So
I'll get to about 10 feet and I start shaking.
Oh.
10 feet? That's
and I know that doesn't seem like it's high, but I mean, I just...
Oh, that's high. That's high.
So I have a fear of heights. Crippling.
So none of us need to go on anything high up. Got it. We're all bad with heights.
Well, unsecured heights. So like I can't climb a ladder. I can't climb a tree. It's crippling. I will freeze and I will get stuck there. And you couple that with the vertigo that I have now as a result of COVID. I can't even stand on a chair without risking falling off of it, which does not work well when you are a homeowner.
How are you on escalators? Like, do you refuse
Escalators
to
are
take
fine.
an escalator?
No,
Okay.
escalators are fine. They're
No
secure. They're
escalators.
confined. Yeah.
Nope.
No.
I'll
No?
take the stairs. That's okay.
I can hold on to something with an escalator. It's unconfined heights. That
I just went to the mall for the holidays, and I had a friend stand in front of me and a friend stand in back of me because I have a fear of escalators that is ridiculous. You want to know this, podcaster? When I was a teenager, I was in the mall and I had an escalator grab my ankle with my pants because we had those pants, where you got the edges all frayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this girl liked big baggy band t-shirts and big baggy Jinkos. And guess who was wearing her favorite Jinkos when she got attached to those things are mean, man. I got dragged down one of them once.
So, Aubrey,
Those things.
one of my really great friends, who has co-hosted this show when we've been at cons, Elizabeth Spivey. She's a cosplayer, and at Dragon Con, she was doing a princess cosplay with the big dress.
Oh no!
And her dress got caught by the escalator. And ripped off of her.
Oh no! I feel for you.
Like a nightmare that I would probably have before going to a convention, not actually at a convention.
So her cosplay went from Disney princess to Playboy centerfold in an instant.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. I did not get naked when mine happened. I just tumbled down the escalator. But yours is much more.
She had undergarments on, but they were anyway.
Undergarments.
Attractive undergarments. Let's put it that way.
Well, thank goodness. At least there's that.
Well, okay. So, cosplay question: was the dress salvageable after that?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay. You will have to
find that out. We should find that out.
Peeps and Geeks says the best advice that she ever got was, if you don't like where you are, move. You are not a tree.
That is good. I like that.
Dave Mattingly says, if you've never been criticized, you've never tried anything. And golly, there's so many great comments here. Golly, we're not going to get to all of them. Dave agrees. I have a fear of escalators. I'm trying to take steps to overcome them. Oh, and this is great. My friend Sandra Noel says, the princess at Dragon Con just reminded me of Miss Elizabeth in the yellow dress distracting Andre the Giant to help them and help Hulk Hogan and Savage. My brain jumps a lot sometimes. So if you don't know this story, Miss Elizabeth was married to Macho Man Randy Savage. Savage and Hogan teamed. Miss Elizabeth had this gorgeous dress on, and at one point in the match, she tore the bottom of the dress off, and she just had these skimpy little booty trunks on and showing off her legs and assets. And it was fantastic.
That's going back to the late 80s.
84 or 85. Yeah.
When Miss Elizabeth and Scary Sherry were big. And, I have that burned, ingrained in my brain.
All right, so we're past 9:00. I'm going to end with one last question, and I think this is an easy one, but you guys are going to maybe struggle, just based on what we've learned about you guys so far. In your opinion, what book belongs on everyone's bookshelf? What is one book that you think everyone should have on their bookshelf and read?
I know this one actually right away, so I won't be struggling, Johnny.
Okay.
So, as a grown-up, I survived being divorced. Hi, whoever's watching. I am a divorcee. And I can say that the one book that every adult should read that is going to be in a relationship with the opposite sex is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Even if you don't digest every single word as the most important, it is one of the most impactful things that has ever helped me understand the opposite sex. And it is written by a psychologist who truly loved his wife, and I definitely swear by it.
All right, Willow.
I would probably say I need to read more, apparently. Lord of the Rings, definitely.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those books that, you know, yes, you can watch the movies and completely bypass the whole reading bit, but read the book. Read the books. Even The Hobbit, you know, get the feel for the characters. And know why a lot of us are huge fans of them.
So we do not talk about politics, religion, or social issues on this show because we're all about celebrating the fun. But in answer to that question, the one book that I think everyone should read in their lifetime is the Bible. Even if you don't believe in the theology and the religion, there is poetry, there's history, and there are just fantastic precepts for living a life. If you read nothing other than the book of Psalms, the instruction just for day-to-day life is amazing. So after that, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Those would be my picks. So we're just going to run down these last comments. So Ryan Permisson, following up on Sandy's comment about the mega powers. The mega powers. Ooh, yeah. Bang, bang. And Marissa Henderson says, hey, Aubrey. Chris Vaglio says, love that era of WWF at the time. Deep Seer Mo says, Watership Down should be on your bookshelf.
Yes, I agree. Watership Down is a great one. Ooh, very intense.
Sandra Noel says, book One Pale Horse by Piers Anthony and the whole series. Molly Daniels says, Little Women.
Yes, Molly, I agree.
Chris Vaglio says, The One.
Oh.
On the Road is another one.
Okay.
And Dave Mattingly says, the one book, The 5 Love Languages.
Ooh.
Those are all good choices. No right or wrong. So there you have it. You got to know us a little bit more. And that was fun answering your questions and reading some of your answers in the audience. If you'd like to like for us to do this again, let us know. And if you like our show, okay, so Tracy St. Young says, the Bible and Art of War are my top 2 as well. Number 3 would be How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's
yes.
a good one too, Tracy.
Yeah, I need to read that.
That is a good one.
Dave Mattingly, you picked a good one. I can't wait to meet her tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
And congrats again on you guys.
Yes. So for those of you who are watching or listening, you can help us out by sharing this broadcast. Post a comment, give us a thumbs up or a heart emoji, share it with all of your friends and family, all 200 or 300 of them. Post a review on your favorite channel. If you're listening on a podcast, post a review at Apple or Spotify. Make it good. Those things cost you nothing to do, and they help us immensely. And if you really love the show and you want to support us financially, help us improve, you can become a member of our community at patreon.com/cerealboxpodcast. You get some cool exclusives like Back Issue Breakfast Club, Wednesday Night Bites. We may be doing an Patreon exclusive kaiju series again. just for patrons. I will be doing a Patreon exclusive review of the animated series Josie and the Pussycats, because I got the whole thing. So I'm gonna do an episode by episode breakdown.
And then are you gonna do the movie as well?
Maybe. And then only for Patreon subscribers, my magic show, Saturday Magic Matinee. I'm not going to be doing any live shows in 2024. And there's some reasons for that. Well, there's some reasons for it. But I'm going to be doing everything in my home studio, setting up a little theater setting, inviting people over to the house to be in the audience. And we're going to be doing the shows only for our Patreon subscribers. And you can have access to all of that at patreon.com/cerealboxpodcast. And there's some exclusive merch available.
How do we get those, Johnny?
Patreon.com. You got to become a $10 subscriber.
And $10 and you get a shirt.
No. Wait, you didn't let me finish.
Okay.
When you've been a $10 supporter for 6 months, you get a shirt.
Oh, nice.
It's automatically sent to you. So that's how you do it. Anyway, any last thoughts, comments, ladies?
Oh, well, thank you for joining us on our first episode and getting to know us. Hopefully we won't have to do this too much. It's so cringy for me, but if we have to, I love you guys, so I will.
That's fantastic. Willow, what do you have going on this week? Anything exciting?
Just healing. Gotta work, but tomorrow night is Cryptid Crunch. So for those of you who don't know, I am Ukrainian. And there is a lot of Ukrainian myths and monsters that I did not know about. So I'm going to touch on that tomorrow night on Cryptid Crunch. So join me at 8 p.m. Central and learn about. We're also celebrating Ukrainian Christmas.
Yay! I love that.
So bring out your pierogies and join me.
I love it. Woohoo, yes.
Hey, I've got a box of them downstairs right now to make in the air fryer for dinner.
Ooh,
so
my mom, she made the best pierogies, so I get you, girl.
Pierogies and sour cream.
Ooh.
Yes. I like salsa. But yeah. Anyway, salsa and pierogies is really good. I grew, I'm Polish, so I grew up in a Polish-Russian house.
Polish. I'm Polish. Are you serious?
Yeah. We had this conversation in the car.
Oh, that's right. Yes, my great-grandparents, our family is from Poland. Both of them are like they synced up that way. Maybe you didn't know that. My great-grandparents, both of them Polish, they raised me. Yeah. So we love pierogies. We all love pierogies. So we need to get together one day.
Polish are very close in our traditions. So
my great grandparents, great grandparents were from Odessa in the Ukraine, and they emigrated to Poland, and then my grandparents and my great grandparents left Poland and came to the United States. My dad was born on the boat.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yep. So, and Kate Hawkins says, dude, I'm part Polish too. There you go. We got a bunch of Polacks in here. You know what?
Wait, how many Polacks does it take to have a podcast?
I guess we should touch on Polish monsters and myths on our next. Yes.
Well, you know what though? Here's the one thing. Growing up, I heard a lot of Polish jokes, a lot of Polak jokes, and I don't think an entire nationality of people should be denigrated with a joke. And some of them don't even have a punchline. Like, did you ever hear about the Polak walking down the street with his friend, and his friend says, "Hey, look at the dead bird," and the Polak goes. Anyway, it's time for us to go. Aubrey, Willow, you guys have a great week. Follow us at backofthecerealbox.fun. And until the next time, love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the back of the cereal box.